Local will play you some top 5 Ghana songs, explain to you the lyrics behind them, the instruments used, and the evolution of those songs. The song we just danced and sang to is Tra Ne Omanyaba. In English terms, what does that mean? Let's take a seat.
Okay, so yeah, so as I said whilst we were standing, the Ghanaians believe that unity is strength, and therefore when the elders meet and they are going to do anything as a tradition, they will hold each other, they will hold their hands together, and they will hit the ground. And so when they hit the ground, as they hit the ground, they will be asking themselves questions: are we united? Then they say yes. Are we doing it for a good cause? They say yes.
Okay.
And as they do that, all the others will say, so that it will be well with us. And in God they will say, Konia hiao.
Okay.
So they say, tra umanyaba.
Okay.
Meaning we are hitting the ground, we are hitting the
So these days we use it loosely. So
yeah,
when you go to places, people speak after that, they say tra. Or
yeah,
even
you know, when in the early days, when they gather together, the elders who meet together have an intention and they understand the traditions.
Okay.
But with time, because the tradition started changing, and even some of the elders took over using water instead of using their hands.
Okay.
People also took they emulated what they saw, and gradually it has woven into our culture now. That wherever people meet, they say it, and normally you realize that they say it at the beginning of certain rituals or maybe certain activities, and when we are ending it to to end it.
So this particular song, you hear names like Takitaria, Abebio, and all that. What was the writer of the song trying to tell us? And then you hear lyrics talking about emancipation, us selling our rights to the white person and all that. But what's the meaning behind the lyrics, and what was the composer trying to tell us in this song?
In the olden days, when the whites came, our colonial masters, initially, we Ghanaians, our forefathers, really saw whatever they were trying to do. So they didn't want to associate themselves with them.
Okay.
And they tried in all means. So even when they brought schools, our fathers didn't take our young Ghanaians,
their children to schools initially. Okay.
Yeah. And the reason is that they thought that these whites have certain intentions, but they are hiding those things, or they are hiding those things behind certain performances that they were doing. They were bringing school, and then we had our schools already. We were going before a lady goes to becomes adolescent. And when from adolescent, we have what we call the puberty rites that we were performing. So we had our own culture, our schools where people are trained and so on. So they were surprised about what the whites were bringing, and they spread this information to the chiefs, to the communities, that these whites cannot be trusted.
Okay.
So as generations went by, now it was the turn of Takitaria and the rest. They were asking them, can't you still deliver us from these evil men?
Okay.
Have you sold us to them?
Okay.
Why are you so quiet?
Okay.
So timidity is not from today. It started long ago. But most of the times, the young or the community is looking up to the chiefs or the elders.
So this song was composed before independence?
No, it was after the independence. If you look at what they are saying, they are saying that after generations, when whites have come, and even now we can see all that our forefathers told us, and they are still doing it. You are still quiet. Have you sold us? Have you collected some bribe or things? That is what actually. And
this song is actually still relevant, in our current dispensation.
Maybe we can still have our presidents and our governments and ministers and municipal chief executives. Why are they so quiet?
Okay. Do we know who originally composed the song?
This song was also sung by Jajiloy.
Jajiloy?
No, Wulome. And most of the songs the Ghana songs, as I said, because they related with Sakakwe, influenced most of the songs. It could be that this one might not be, because I could remember Wulome, Big Boy was there, Nyamate, and the rest were all there. And these people were very creative. They are very, very creative. So it could be that any of them composed. In fact, actually, I've not really researched to find out who really composed the individual songs.
Okay, we'll move to our next song, and if Dromona, if you can play One Shehunu, which is a very interesting one. You know, you have the son there, you have given a message to the son. You explain to us what it means, but let's hear, for those who don't know this song, to hear the song. What does that mean?
We are really giving message to the son to inform God that we are coming to him.
So what? Opening, paving the way for death? Or
no,
what?
we are just informing him that we can't live on this earth again.
Wow.
Life is becoming too unbearable. And therefore, son, please inform God we are coming. That is the meaning. You know, the guns have a lot of proverbial expressions. And there are a lot of philosophies behind these expressions. So when they really want to say something sometimes, or they want to really complain about situation, they find a way to use proverbial language to communicate whatever is whatever intention they want. So if you listen to these lyrics properly, we are really sending the son. It is like a father and children, or the children informing the mother that the school fees had not been paid. So, father, we want to come to you, but you know, fathers sometimes they frown when the money is not coming. You know, when it is hard, and when the children, and those things really bother the children, so they are afraid to get closer to the
But
fathers.
what's
So
with-
they would
yeah.
rather tell the mother, Charlie, oh madam, Charlie, please kindly see me, talk about it. So here, the parent, which is the mother, is now the son.
Okay.
Yeah, is the intermediary between the children and the father.
Oh, so that's it.
So the son is our intermediary to inform God that, because we can see the son, we can't see God.
So depending on setting, if it's at home, you can say the son represents the mother.
The mother.
If you want to go into the spiritual realm, the son can be a sort of an angel,
Angel,
an assistant,
yeah, or
telling
that
God
is-
what
that is
you
it,
want.
that is
But
it.
from some of the songs, or many of the songs, even about 2 or 3 that we played today, and then the last time we met, Sisa
Hele.
Hele, and it looks like the Ghan traditional setting, they like to send messages to the other world.
Yes, spiritually, the Ghans believe that we are not just physical, we are also spiritual. And they believe that names that we bear belongs to the spiritual, not to the physical. That is why when a child is given to birth, he comes with his own name, the day name.
Okay.
And on the 8A, on the 8B, the Ghans have a week making the 8B is their week. And that day, they show the sun, the child to the sun, the morning star. They believe that that is the eye of God. So they believe in spirit. They believe in the spiritual life, and they also believe in the physical life. And they think that because there is a spiritual life and there's a physical life, whatever happens here has already happened in the spirit.
Okay.
And therefore, we also have assistance from the spirit beings. So if we have any difficult situations, we can still call on them to come and assist. So that is where the 2 songs really relate to that.
And these particular type of songs are played within which settings? Are they played during?
Well, some of them are incidental, as I said. As we started, some of the songs come when we are faced with situations. So it could be that the mother is really working in the house and is faced with something. He needs somebody to come and stand in or do something for him, but he cannot really raise his voice and say, okay, I'm going to Atoku to go in. So maybe through maybe she's informing one of the elders that, look, tell
so
that we are coming to him. We need assistance. And so listening to me, he should hear that I need assistance, so she should come. He should come with help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our next song is Matthew. Matthew, for another very interesting song, very popular even among people who are not Ghans. Let's play a bit of it, and then we see how it became one of the big songs that of Ghan heritage. So we'll have the band give us Matthew.
Really, among the guns, we have Mankpa, who is the senior mother, Manting, the middle mother. So maybe if you have 3 mothers, or maybe maybe women who are in succession, the first one is the Mankpa, the middle one is the Manfew, and the Manting, then the last one is Manfew. Okay. But this one is a communication between lovers. This song looks a bit, you know,
like a man.
Bit profane, yeah.
Okay.
In a way, yeah. The reason being that this is, you know, in our tradition, we as Gans, women don't have that opportunity or the power to invite a male for any affair, or even to tell a man that she loves him. Okay. So this is a woman who has proposed through a means. So this
is a woman talking in this song.
No, it is a male.
A man, yeah.
Saying that you found a way to win me. Why? You invited me that we should come and eat. And you found a way to say that I've broken your ring.
And where the ring here means?
No, he said you are taking me to go and look for the ring. Is that what you are saying? Okay. Ibagbe means it will happen live. You understand?
No, let's break it down. Take your time.
So you
can do the proverbial
in our setting. It is not your duty to propose love. Even if you love me, show it and I'll propose it. But you found a way to entice me. Yes. We should come and eat. So maybe you give me a very nice soup. You know, after eating, now you have found a way to say that I've even removed your ring.
That removal of the ring means something.
Yes.
That's what I want you to explain.
You see, maybe the female is now telling, the male is expressing that the female is telling him, the male, that actually you weren't, you know, doing what you're supposed to do. So if you cannot talk, I have to force you to talk. So maybe I've shown you all that it takes for you to propose. You are not proposing. Yes. Then you curse me. You're breaking my ring. You have to go and look it for me. And in fact, wherever you find it, even if we go to wherever, Nyankpala to get it, and if I follow you to go and look for it, what will happen? On the way, anything, wherever we find ourselves, anything will happen.
So that's
there's an there is something, there's a hidden intention. So a man complaining that, why did you find all these ways to entice me into the situation in which I am? Because you are, and what it means is that you are saying that me as a man, I'm not a man.
I didn't really know that this song had some deep meanings,
Really,
and actually a sort of a lover's song and all that. But the next song is falls within what I say the emancipation song, Wagbejeke, a very strong, heavy song which also talks a lot about emancipation. I think we'll play quickly Wagbejeke, and I was speaking to somebody, and it's a song that you hear during the Homo season as well, and around discussions around independence and all that. And it comes with some type of dancing, which is the Panshimo, I believe. So whilst they are preparing to play that song for us, how come it comes with particular type of dance? What's the...
Yeah, the Pan is, you know, it's a court dance. And it's one of the worship songs, or let's say worship music.
Okay.
Pan. It's a court for
So
the La people.
does it go within the religious
And
type of...
Yeah, it has a certain, it has its own movements. It has its own tones.
Okay.
So that particular music follows certain tones, and it follows what we call it's not pentatonic, but it is a four-tone, what we call the quadrillinear tone.
Yeah.
And it is based on do, mi, la, and so.
Wow.
So if you listen to it carefully, once a while they employ re. So that is when it makes it a little pentatonic, which is 5-tone music.
Okay.
And this one, it is only sung initially. It was being sung only by the La people, but gradually it sounds like Uli. So gradually, others began singing it. But you know, if you hear Pan itself, it is sung only between La people and the Teshi people. Teshi people came from La.
Okay.
Yeah, and because of its rhythmic pattern, Amanziba, knowing very well that this is a typical music and has historical background, he used that one as a symbolic music to tell our history in a way, and also to inform our people that we should open our eyes. It is time to emancipate ourselves from slavery.
Right.
And that is what that music.
So he took the Pan Shimon style and then added his lyrics and then had the two-way thing.
Not that he just used the style and composed his own melody.
Okay. So we're going to dance to the Pan Shimon. I believe you know how to do it because you are come to show us how it's done properly.
Problem.
So don't want to ready. What's it,
I think viewers should be aware of this. The La people believe that the Pan dance is never danced anyhow.
Yes.
So there's even a song that says that if you don't know how to dance it, don't dance it wrongly.
Okay, so I'm going to watch you and Dromona start the first steps because I'm from La and I don't want to be summoned for doing the wrong thing. So let's watch. I'll watch you guys in a few seconds, and I also attempt to shikma.
Song. no feed them. Them say you no feed them. Them say we no feed them. Them say we no feed them. Them say you no feed them. Them say we no feed them. I'm a guy one what to do next time. Get you all better. Okay, all right. I get you inside.
This song comes with so much energy, and I have to sit down for us to continue this conversation because the shimo is not something for the weak people.
You see, its name shimo means we are really pounding the ground. Let me say this: we are really stamping the ground. That is the meaning, and it is a particular dance. They believe God himself. So that is how, according to them, when God met our ancestor, the great ancestor, who really found the La people, this is the walking or the dance style God himself was dancing.
Okay.
And so, if you don't know how to dance it, don't even mess,
because it's a godly
because
dance.
It is godly dance.
Okay.
That is a dance that's created by God himself. So when you are hitting the ground or you are stamping the ground, what it implies is that you are saying that God is the owner of the earth. And that is the meaning actually with which. So when they said hit and dance properly, but when you are dancing in so doing, don't really mess the dance.
Okay. The lyrics of this song, we hear again Takitaria's name being mentioned. You hear about we fighting and today people are enjoying and all that. Tell us more about the lyrics and what the composer wanted to send across in this particular song.
If you listen to the lyrics, he started by saying that we have come far. We are from very, very far. And this journey is from Adam. We've come through Timbuktu, Mansa Musa, through all those people, the renowned people mentioned in history, through Takitawia and the rest, up to where we are today. However, whatever, you see, Amaziba want to say that the truth of the matter is that whatever the white man brought to us is just to deceive us. Our legal system, our administrative system, everything is a fake. So he said they pretended they are coming to wipe our sweat, but they have wiped every good thing that we have.
So that's
anything that we have, they've taken it away. And that is what he's saying. So it's a kind of a lamentation. He's lamenting about how we have sat down and been deceived by Western cultures. And to him, when we put on beads, it depicts us. When we put on our kente clothes, it depicts us. When we wear our traditional wear, that is what we are. That is our true selves. And so whatever the white man brought is just to make money and wealth for themselves. And because of that, they sell everything for us, and that is what we are following. So he's just trying to awaken the guns to know that, no, we were having everything already. But whatever they came for is maybe our way.
Okay.
And so whatever you see that they are bringing to us is a fake.
Yeah, very similar to the Traumania lyrics as well. But I mean, our time is almost up. We need to take the last song, which is Agbo Aye. That is not more, friendly and nicer in terms of, the lyrics. So we'll quickly allow Dromona to give us Agbo Aye, and then we'll wrap up on today's edition of, Heritage Month, looking at Ga music. So Agbo Aye.
Come on,
What does it mean?
This is, one of the lovers' music as well. This was created by Ramblers. Yeah, and this one specific, Jerry Hansen really wrote this song. And, he played with E.T. Mensah initially. And when he broke away, he took some of the ladies. And before he did that, actually, some of the vocalists were for E.T. Mensah in the Ramblers. So he was really calling them that, hey, Charlie, this time, let's come. We shouldn't die. We shouldn't kill ourselves. So this song, actually, it is song that is really telling people that we are not too much, labor and die out of it. It will.
It's a soft life. Don't kill yourself. Soft life. Enjoy this life.
So he's calling those who really were killing themselves and nothing was coming, actually. That they should come. Let's have fun. So it's time for fun. So this song, that is the gist of it. Agbo aye, we don't die to eat. To spend whatever we came to work for.
Before you go, remember initially I was asking you about the instruments used in Ga music and the fact that now we have different modern forms of instruments that are being used. So if you can quickly take us through what we are seeing here. For example, the drums. What are these modern, or these have always been drums that have been with us?
Yes, as I said earlier, some of the instruments that you see were brought from our court music. These two drums that you see, they were play drums. They were borrowed, and if you see the drum that should have represented the one we call Palogo drum, it's not like this one. That one is shaped with the round bottle and the tunnel. But these are the play songs actually. But these ones also sound very nice, and their tones are very good. And so we have borrowed those ones into our modern elements. And this is a djembe drum. This djembe drum is an imported sound. This is a talking drum. In the Ga setting, we have a small sling drum, and that is called Usama. That is the talking drum. It talks. So when you listen to the voice, it talks. When you listen to this one, you see, and it has the female voice, very strong. When the gun says a male,
so that's
And this is the male, and this is the female. So this one is more femalish. So you can hear, and it's very loud and very, agile when you listen to his voice.
So these are the same as this.
Yeah, this is also a borrowed instrument. It's also, so it is a modified play drum, but you can see that it has combined the northern have instruments like this. When you this thing I wanted to babaya, the babaya drums. This is how they look like, and so this is a modified Bambaya. Let me say Bambaya with this one combined. Okay. So as I said, we are blending our instrument, and this is what has been an old
this is the gome, right?
This is the gome.
And it's an intro.
Which is now associated with the guns.
Okay.
But then it's also not from gun setup.
Okay, I can't try it because of what I'm wearing, right? Because I need to have the middle.
That's it. That's it. And we use both the hands and the legs.
Because this has been with us from day one.
Not from day one. This one was also brought. I mean, actually, we had similar instruments, which we call the tambourine. And the tambourine, we have lost the original name, so now we've employed what the English were calling the tambourine.
Okay.
So but we had smaller ones that our forefathers who were sent as slaves took outside, and they were using this one. So when during the Second World War, those who traveled, when they were coming, this is what they came with, and this is how. So they brought the music we call the gome.
Okay.
The gome, it is all over Africa and everywhere. So in the Caribbean, it was also there. So they took it there and they modified it and brought it back. Okay, and that is why we see it here.
This is not us, is it?
This is not us. This is the snare drum of the military, as I said earlier. So it has been employed, and you can see, when you see what is sitting on, it's a jazz set. The jazz set really tells you that it's for the pop. Yeah, so it has been, employed into our setting. Yeah.
Then I see, is it the gong gong? What do we have over there?
This is what we're really using as our announcement.
Okay.
So in the black setting, we have bongo beaters who were beating mungu chaloy.
Okay.
So they were really, if there is any announcement to be made, they were, making the announcement. But at the same time, this is what really give the timeline for every music. So as for the mungu or the bell, we have the single bell, we have the double bell, and even some we have the 3 sleek bells.
Okay.
But they really determine the rhythm, the pace, and everything. So they are the timelines on which music are played. Yeah, let me just say that.
Okay, and then we have
Akasha. We have the Akasha. And as
what language is Akasha?
It's
not Ghana, is it?
Well, you see, it is onomatopoeic in a way, because that is how it sounds.
Okay.
So the sound, the way it sounds, so Akesha. So when you are shaking, Akesha. So that's what we are saying, Akesha.
Okay.
You understand? That is how we are calling it, Akesha, Akesha. But it means when you are playing it, you shake it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a shaking button.
And then the final one, the keyboard and the guitar. These are not from us, right?
As you can all see, they are Western instruments that were brought into our setup. So Gulome were the ones who really introduced this style of playing, and they were using the traditional instruments. And the gome, because they wanted to have the sound of the bass drum and the bass guitar, they were using the gome for, and it was able to imitate a lot. But along the way, they were looking for certain notes that they were not getting on the bass. When they introduced this song, Zibote, they were looking for the bass sound, certain tones that they were not getting. That is how come they introduced the bass guitar into their folk, and gradually they introduced the keyboard as well.
Wow. And, so we say thank you again to the Dromona band. They've done a fantastic job being with us for a 2-part series on Ga music. I want to say thank you to Tuni Ajete, aka Zayo, for being with us throughout, taking us through Ga music, helping us to appreciate the lyrics, the composition, what the composers were seeking to tell people when they came up with those songs. And of course, taking us through the instruments and some bit of history around Ga music. I want to also say thank you to Phoenicia Creation. She came up with the lovely beads I'm wearing today, and of course the earrings. So Beads Consult Franca Grant of Phoenicia Creation. You can check her out on Facebook at Phoenicia Jewelry, or on Instagram at Phoenicia.50. And also to Divine Citronella, they gave us those lovely candles, really smell nice. You can also check them out as well. Thank you so much to our viewers. You've been fantastic, and thank you for joining us. And my name is Vivian Kailoko. Stay with us on the Heritage Month as we celebrate our culture on Citi FM and Citi TV. And remember to patronize Made in Ghana goods, because we are Ghanaians. Goodbye.
Ghana, the land of vast minerals and rich natural resources. Ghana, the country with a fine blend of heterogeneous cultural expressions worth celebrating. The month of March is the Heritage Month on Citi, and we will be celebrating it in grand style with the theme Make It Ghana. This is the season of all things Guinean, and Citi TV and Citi FM will be marking it with a month-long celebration of our heritage with a myriad of exciting activities just for you. We will be bringing you the Heritage Month on-air series with a focus on stories that reflect the diversified culture of our people, food, places, and music from the 1st to the 31st of March. Watch out for the Heritage Caravan Diaries and Moments as we embark on a journey full of fun, education, information, wonderful memories, and great bonding moments with the Heritage Caravan from the 4th to the 11th of March. To crown the Heritage Month celebration, we will treat ourselves to delectable, authentic Ghanaian cuisine from the northern, middle, and southern zones of the country that reflect our true cultural diversity with a Back to Your Village food bazaar from the 25th to the 26th of March 2023. Remember to make it Ghana in this season of the Heritage Month and beyond. The Heritage Month on Citi is powered by Citi TV in partnership with the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, National Film Authority, and Ghana Tourism Authority with support from Citi FM, and it is sponsored by the National Lotteries Authority.